All right, what's happening, everybody? Welcome to G.S.R. Gonzo'S Sports Room. Ooh, excuse me. Wednesday, April 26, 2023. Got a lot going on tonight. NBA playoffs. Aaron Rodgers officially has his press conference. I thought it was pretty interesting today. So there's a lot going on. Baseball, my Cincinnati Reds taking out the broom with them Rangers. So, man, it's been a pretty good day. But I'm Chris Gonzo'S, joined by Jay McLovin. How's it going, Jay?
It has been a day of varied emotions. Again, like you said, lots of things going on. My Astros, we'll get into Astros. Reds, we'll get into the Reds. What I think the Yankees need to do to continue and help out my fellow Astros to pick up where the Reds left off. And then, God, don't even get us started. Obviously, we're going to cover NHL. Gonzo, what a time to be alive. Basketball, what a time to be alive. Just so many good things are going on. I do want to say, Anthony Edwards, what were you thinking?
That was actually one of my topics. I think he thought.
We're going to get into that. I'm just opening the show up with a question. That's it.
I think he thought he was a pro wrestler. He decided it was time to hit somebody with a chair. I mean,
bro, there's a time and a place to throw a chair. In the middle of a game at some employees who have no business to know what's going on, probably not the right time. If you want to throw a chair, do a Bad Bunny. I don't know what to tell you.
But now he's getting 2 or 3 different assault charges on him.
Here's the deal. I think at the end of the day, at least from what I've read so far, Gonzo, they're going to be a low grade class 1 misdemeanor. I don't even think he does jail time. You know what I think happens? I think he's going to pay some fines. Maybe he does a little probation. Maybe he does a little community service. But I don't think it's going to be a whole hell of a lot. I just don't. I have a feeling it's going to be a dust up and then it'll go away.
Glenn said Grizzlies came home to say, "Whoop that trick tonight, laughing my ass off."
Hey, listen, whoop that trick, get him, whoop that trick. Hey, listen, you know who else is?
Hey, what's up, Billy? Thanks for joining us.
What's up, Billy Gonzo? You know who else is a trick? Dylan Brooks.
You're still on Brooks.
I'll be on Brooks all damn day. But I will say this.
Hey, what in the hell just happened? I think Jay decided he was not only still on Dylan Brooks, but he was off the show. But no, Jay will be back. But no, as he was saying, Anthony Edwards hit some arena workers with a chair in the tunnel last night after they got put out. Now he's facing some assault charges. So not a smart move by him. Then tonight you have the New York Knicks beat the Cleveland Cavaliers to advance to the second round. This first time the Knicks have advanced, have won a playoff series in a long time. And they look good. I mean, a lot of people thought going into this series, and I was one of them, I thought Cleveland would win the series. But the Knicks defense has been outstanding so far in the first round. So if they can carry that over to the second round, depending on who they end up playing, Miami or Milwaukee, it's going to be very interesting because this New York Knicks team is playing some good basketball right now. There's Jay back. Damn,
I'm back.
You get mad at me because I said you were still on Dylan Brooks and just.
Oh no. Jay was clicking buttons and he didn't know what he was clicking on. It kind of goes back to the pregame conversation we were having about clicking buttons. But yeah, bro. Hey, you know who else? You know who else looked like a pile of poo-poo? LeBron. Seriously, big, stinky, nasty pile of poo-poo. I don't think in any way, shape, or form he is looking like Michael Jordan. Big poo-poo. Big poo-poo. I mean, I don't know how much of the game you caught. I caught a little bit of it, but
I watched quite a bit of the game. The Grizzlies really took control there in the third quarter. I actually turned it over to watch the end of the Knicks and Cavs game, and I started talking about the Knicks a little bit while you were gone. So let's talk about that game real quick. Then we'll move over to that.
Yeah, that's fine. We can go back to the Knicks.
But the Knicks are looking good with that defense. If they can keep playing that level of defense, they're going to be tough for any team in the East to beat. And Jalen Brunson. The Knicks took so much slack about that they went and got Jalen Brunson instead of getting rid of R.J. Barrett and getting Donovan Mitchell, because that was the whole reason they didn't get Donovan Mitchell, because they didn't want to give up R.J. Barrett. And I'll tell you what, the Knicks are looking like they made the right decision right now, because R.J. Barrett's putting up 21 points a night, and you got Jalen Brunson, who has just been outstanding. I mean, hell, Randall didn't even play most of the game tonight because he got hurt. He went. I think he only played like 15 minutes or something, and he got hurt and didn't play. And so,
yeah, he gave him 16 with 13 points and a few rebounds. Not nothing to really speak of.
So they're doing this without Randall. Just think if he could get healthy and start playing. He was averaging 22 points a game during the regular season. He hasn't now in the playoffs. He hasn't been playing very well.
I think at this point though,
he does play good defense.
They're playing good even with limited minutes or no minutes from him.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. They're playing good without him. So man, they're looking good. I think they're going to be a tough team, and depending on who they end up playing, the Miami or the Bucks, it's not going to be an easy series for either of those teams against that New York Knicks defense.
Well, absolutely, and again, it really comes down to Brunson. The Knicks just got a hell of a find in Brunson, and I think that's really the resurgence of Obi Toppin, the resurgence of R.J. Barrett. Really has a lot to do with the facilitation of what Brunson is doing. And Brunson is getting the ball to these guys in the right spots, and these guys are coming through and they're executing. And right now, this team, every single game, continuously builds on the chemistry from the previous game and what they're doing. So, and look, Brunson's no stranger to the playoffs. He had plenty of playoff help out there in Dallas when he was with Luka Doncic. So this guy knows, and Obi Toppin knows, R.J. Barrett knows from their experience when they played against the Hawks and how well they played during that series. So these guys know they're not rookies to this. And I think the addition of what Brunson brings to that team is really just incredible. And don't and again they got some really good help from Quickly off the bench. Obi Toppin obviously gave them 12 points, but he shot 50%. So these guys are doing what they're supposed to do. I do think Hart, he only got him 4 points, but I'm curious to see. I guess so. So Randall's a power forward, so I guess it's going to be pretty much Hartenstein not Hartenstein, Toppin. I guess we're going to see Toppin in the next series. I guess he'll be elevated to starter now that Randall looks like he may be out, huh?
Yeah, but the Knicks are deep, man. That Toppin's been playing good, coming off the bench, playing well. Robinson had a great day rebounding. Dude, he was killing on the offensive rebounds. I think there was one time he got like 4 in a row. At one point in that game, they got 4 positions in a row because he kept getting offensive rebounds off misses. It was, they were just too much for the Cavs. And Donovan Mitchell, I don't think he's the superstar everybody's trying to make him out to be. I think don't get me wrong, I think he's a star and he's a hell of a player, but he hasn't shown, especially in the playoffs, that he could be at that superstar level yet. Too many games.
Yeah, Donovan, he's kind of, I don't know if he's suffering from a little Harden-itis. Played well in regular season, but kind of fade out a little bit in the playoffs. We kind of saw remnants of that when he was over there with Utah. So, I don't know if that's still affecting him. But I will tell you this: the 3 biggest areas.
Jay, I think he's a high-level Robin. I don't think he's a Batman.
Oh, yeah. At least, hey, look, watch this. At least we know in the playoffs for sure he's definitely a Robin. He might be Batman during the regular season, but I'll give him
a high-level Robin because he's close, but he hasn't
proven
he hasn't proven he's a Batman yet.
There's 2 ways to look at it. You can say he's a top shelf, grade A, brand name Robin, or he's a Dollar General, great value, low grade Batman. However you want to look at it. I mean, let's be honest, okay? When I go to Kroger and I have a choice between, the Heinz mustard or the great value mustard for 98 cents, I'm probably getting the the high end, or the low end 98-cent mustard. That's just how Jason does.
I agree. I get the great value mustard as well.
Hey, listen, I'm all about it. And sometimes when I look at my mind, I say, okay, what do I want? What do I think is the most important part of me? Like if I'm getting hot dogs, I might get, the ballpark, beef wiener, but then I'll throw the 98-cent mustard and the $1.25 bun.
Or get the Nathan's beef.
You know what I'm saying? Like I pick and choose, where to spend the money and then where to save the money.
You buy the good hot dog and you save the money on the condiments.
Yeah, or I might rip open part of the bag on the wieners and ask for a discount. I'm not telling you to do that, but it doesn't hurt.
Well, what I like is I like some chili and cheese. Throw some chili and cheese on one of them Nathan's beef hot dogs, and hey, here you go.
Bro, I did a taste comparison one day. I did a taste comparison one day with the fancy mustard and the low grade value mustard. I couldn't tell a damn difference.
Yeah, there ain't no difference. It's all.
Last time I checked, a mustard seed's a mustard seed. I don't know what else you want me to say.
Most of it's all made in the same fucking factory.
No, but look at the three basic areas of that game, right? They were out rebounded. And I'm talking about the Cleveland Cavaliers. They were out rebounded 48-30. They committed more fouls, 22-17. And the Knicks got them in the paint, 44-34. So, and a lot of those key areas, that's where I think Cleveland really lost it. That and Donovan Mitchell not showing up to play really obviously killed him as well. I'm confused as hell. What the hell does food have to do with this basketball? Hey, Damien, it wouldn't be the first time. It wouldn't be the first time you were lost. Let's put it that way. Matter of fact, when I go to most stores, I go to Lost and Found. There's a picture of Damien.
Well, hey, also, real quick before we move on to another NBA game, because I also want to talk a little bit NFL later. But don't forget tomorrow night, big draft night show, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Gonzo'S Sports Room and Unscripted going together. Check us out: YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter at Gonzo'S Sports Room and at Unscripted. You can also find it on the ASAP All Sports All Plays Network as well. But tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll at 7:30 because the draft don't start till 8. So at 7:30, we'll kind of give out our predictions for the top 10 picks or so, and then we'll react to what happens. I think it's going to be a shocking. I think there's going to be some shocking things happen tomorrow night. I think there's going to be some big trades or something here early in this draft. It might be some surprises.
One of the things I love about this show, Gonzo, is I feel like we talk sports, but we throw nuggets of financial information or life information, things like that out there to benefit of the public. So, Damien, maybe just close this up a little bit, open up your little listeners, and I might be able to save you some money at the grocery store while we talk sports. You said you're not talking about the missing and exploited kids. You see, oh Lord. Woo! Okay, Roger that. Ghost Rider pattern is full. What's our next game item up for bid?
Let's talk a little bit about the Memphis and Lakers game because I actually picked Memphis to win this game. Actually, my NBA picks are doing good tonight so far. I'm 3-0 in the NBA because I had the Knicks plus 5.5, and then I also had the under the 202.5 in that game because all 4 games they had played going into the night, I did under 202. So I went with the under that hit. But then I had Memphis -4 against the Lakers, and Memphis ended up blowing them out. Lakers.
Yeah, that was really. I thought that was really a statement game by Memphis. Honestly, with everything that's gone on.
Real quick, you can look it up. Last Friday on the Sports Happy Hour with Greg Roger and Alana Trapp, I said that Memphis was going to win this in 7. So they still have some hope. Getting down 3-1 is a hard way to do it, but they still have some hope. And just think if they wouldn't have blew that game the other night, they were up by 7 with a minute, just under 2 minutes left in the game. And that game goes to overtime and you lose. So if you win that game, hell, you could have a chance to be up 3-2 right now. So it's going to be. I think it's going to be interesting. I don't think they're going to go out without a fight, but it's going to be tough to win a game there in Los Angeles. But if they can win that game, go back to Memphis, dude, it's going to be wild in Memphis for a Game 7, and I'm hoping it goes that just because it'd be fun to watch.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's kind of amazing to me, this Lakers. The last game versus this game. Last game, I felt like all the Lakers showed up. I felt like everybody did their job. They had great intensity, and it did result in the win. And then this game was like the complete opposite of last game, where Davis showed up, but he's the only one. Everybody else, it was almost like everybody else just kind of took the night off. James 5 of 17, D'Angelo 4 of 11, Austin Reeves 4 of 13, Hachimura not too bad, 4 of 8, but again. And that was really it. They had, 9, 10, 11, 12, 18 points off the bench, 6 from Beasley, 3 from Gabriel, and 9 from Hachimura. But honestly, Gonzo, if you look at this game, they shot 40.2% from the field and 25.6% from three-point land. And I just felt like, and I don't know how I felt like the Lakers came out flat. Braun was flat, if not even almost non-existent. And this Lakers team was 100% turnaround different from what we saw last game. Now, I don't know if it's just them being on the road.
I think don't know. I think they were tired. They looked tired.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe it's a tired issue.
From that overtime game, I think they're – I mean, you got to remember, they're an older team. And they look tired tonight. And they're going to have to find some energy because if Memphis can come out and play with the type of energy they did tonight, and I'll tell you what, Desmond Bane is an underrated player. Hey, that dude's a baller.
Yeah.
He's been putting up 30-something points a game in the last 2 or 3 games in that series. And I don't think he gets talked about enough. He's a good player. And he's a guy, I think, just maybe because he's in Memphis and everybody talks about Morant, which Morant deserves to get talked about. Morant's outstanding as well. But I think Bane gets overshadowed a little bit, and he's better than a lot of people think.
Oh yeah, I have no issue with Bane or Morant. Those are really their two biggest guys.
I know you don't like Brooks.
I don't even think it's that I don't like Brooks. It's just Brooks isn't producing. He's just not producing. Honestly, he's almost. I mean, I get the defensive side. And if we're rolling with the defensive side, I'm okay with that. But at least give me some rebounds. At least give me some assists. You're not even doing that.
No,
not only you're not doing that, but you're shooting like 3 of 13 and stuff like that. Come on.
He's been struggling. He started running his mouth, and then he got shook, and now he's been deleting all kinds of stuff off Instagram and shit. He's gotten his head, and he needs Morant or somebody to go knock him upside the fucking head or something and get him back focused on basketball instead of all the drama he caused by running his mouth. And now he's gotten his head. He lost some of his confidence, and he's going to have to find that confidence back these last 2 games because they need him to do a little more than just play defense.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And honestly, outside of the Lakers.
They won not showing up. They won tonight because of their backcourt, because of Morant and Bane. I think them two scored almost 70 points combined. I think they had 20 rebounds combined.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
They won.
I mean, like I said, if you look at the key areas, they got points to the paint. Right, it was 56 points to 48 points in the paint. They got them at the 3-point line. 14. They shot 35% from the 3-point line to 25%. So they made 14 out of 40 to the Lakers 10 of 39. So they got them at the 3-point line. They got them in the paint. And when you're getting them at the 3-point line and the paint, come on, man, something's got to go. Something's got to go. You're getting beat on both ends of the floor. I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
And honestly, if it wasn't for Davis having the kind of game that Davis had, this would have been even a much, much worse blowout for those guys offensively.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
the only reason they're
Yeah.
not shooting below 40%, is because of Davis.
Yep. Real quick, start of the fourth quarter, Milwaukee's up 102-86 on Miami. So looking like they're going to make that a 3-2 series. And then with about 8 minutes and 40 seconds left in the third quarter, damn it, they took the score off the screen on me.
It's 67-65. Golden State's up by 2 right now.
Yeah. Yep.
I got to be honest with you, man. Hey, listen, this game is a lot closer than what I really thought it was going to be, given the finger issue that Fox suffered. This is a lot closer game.
I was wondering how it was going to affect him because he played the rest of that game with it like that, and he was still playing pretty damn good. So I was wondering how it was going to affect him. They probably taped it up a little bit and tried to make it like, a little bit of padding on it. That way, if it did get hit, maybe take some of the impact off. But
right.
I think it's just about how bad does it hurt. That would be my thing. But hell, he might got one of them good shots.
Hey, watch it. You're gonna feel a little pinch. No big deal.
He just made a hell of a shot.
A fractured fingertip. Not the end of the world. Right?
Did you see that shot he just made?
Yeah, just now. Yeah.
Yeah, he made a heck of a drive there.
No, and again, this is another really, really good series. So it's 69-60, but it's a good series, man. Honestly,
it's a real big game because if you're Sacramento, you don't want to go back to Golden State
down 3-2.
Yeah, in a closeout game. But on the other hand, if you're going State, you don't want to lose this game, and then you have to go back to Sacramento to win the series in the Game 7. So I think this right here is probably the
most pivotal game there is, to be honest. I mean, this is probably the biggest momentum shifter there is. I mean, and I'll even go as far as to say, and of course, nothing's ever 100%, so you can never give 100%. But I would at least say high 80 to almost 90%. That if they don't win this game here, the series is over.
Well, especially for the Kings because if you win this game, at the very least, you're coming back home.
Right, you can give up that one to come back home and win it. If you don't win this one here, I guarantee
now you have to go to Golden State. Now you have to go to Golden State where they've only lost like 8 games all season and try to win a game there. You know what I mean? And
not only that, but
you're probably gonna get Game 6 Clay.
Oh yeah. Well, and really, do you want to give Golden State that kind of momentum going home? This is a team that if you give them a momentum, or if they see blood in the water, they're going to crucify you.
They're attacking. Yes.
Oh yeah, you're damn right. They're attacking, and so yeah, it's almost like you've got to crush their soul here, so that they don't have that momentum. They had their back against the wall, which is still a dangerous combination with Golden State. But the last thing you want to do is give them momentum going home. That's the last damn thing you want to do.
But no, NBA playoffs, I think, have been pretty good other than just all the injuries. But here this is a question I wanted to ask you, Jay. Kawhi Leonard. Why did the Clippers wait so long to announce that it was a meniscus tear? And isn't that illegal? I thought you had to report your injuries. Also, to me, it was stupid by the Clippers because now Kawhi took so much hate and other things because people just thought it was a little soreness and he set out. If it came out that he was a tear, people wouldn't have been on him near as much like they were. I mean, hell,
you got to think too, Gonzo.
It was weird to me. It was weird to me. Why did they wait like that to bring it out?
That is weird.
Were they just trying to make the Suns think maybe he was going to come back? Just to try to keep that in their head?
Maybe they were trying to throw off their game plan. Maybe they threw off their game plan. Maybe thinking.
But I thought that is illegal. I thought you had to
Well, I thought it was too.
Injury.
Look, let's be honest. Okay, let's look at the facts. Number one, we live in a time where technology is amazing. We also live in a time where you can't tell me that the Los Angeles Clippers don't have some of the best damn doctors and medical personnel out there. So there's no way. That's a quick MRI. That's a quick MRI, and you can see a meniscus a mile away when it's got a tear. A mile away. You can't tell me that they didn't get that guy an MRI the moment he said something was an issue, and they didn't find that out. Come on. I'm right there with you. Gonzo, I'm right there with you. Now, the problem is, why did they wait so damn late to disclose?
Only other thing I could think of maybe is if there was too much swelling, they had to wait for the swelling to go down.
Oh, God. No, Jay, don't say it. You got in trouble earlier today. Don't say it. Let it go. Let it go.
You got in trouble today? How'd you get in trouble for today?
I mean, yesterday, with the whole same person, same issue, whatever's different topic. I mean,
did you get in trouble?
Damon, are you really?
Wait a minute, Jay. Who's your boss? Who'd you get in trouble by?
No, I don't get. I'm not saying that. I'm just. Bro, have you just remember back in the day? And I don't know if it was Arsenio Hall that created, but there was a slogan that said "things that make you go,
Yeah.
That's how I feel when Damien comments. When Damien comments, I say things that make you go, Like, and what I mean by is he really meaning what he's saying, or is he saying what he's saying just to get a kick out of people? I'm gonna go with the latter. I think he says some shit that he knows is completely and totally stupid, but he says it to get he says it to get a rise. I mean, come on. No. Look, Damien, and anybody in this comment section. And anybody in the viewers that are watching, please just put Chris, please, one more time. Just real quick, one more time. If you don't mind, please, sir. I want you to look at this comment. And I want anybody in here that sees this comment to say yay or nay. Does this comment make sense? If it makes sense, please let us know. If it doesn't make sense, please let Damien know. Hey, David, I don't want you to think I'm picking on you. I'm not trying to pick on you. But I'm wondering, it's like things that make you go, Anyway, we can travel on. I just, wow. Just wow. Okay. Okay. Gonzo, before we go down that road too deeply, yeah, man, this Lakers squad, man. I wanted to finish it. I just want to say one more thing about that real quick. Frankie had said earlier in the chat group that he felt like the Lakers were just, waiting to win it at home. But nobody gets blown up by 17, even if that was the damn case. He said, to be fair, the Lakers and Celtics rival isn't feeling the same like
I don't buy that because you don't want to give a team momentum. Why give that team momentum? Now Memphis has a little bit of confidence going into the next game. Why would you even want to take that chance? Because now, if you lose that game, now you got to go back to Memphis for a game 7. Now, if you were the team and you had the home court advantage, then I could understand it a little bit more, just because the worst case scenario is you could close it out at home, but it's not like that. You don't have the home court advantage. So to me, this was a big game.
Oh, it was huge. And Damien, if I can tell you why the Lakers and Celtics have never been equally as good.
Not like they were back
in the finals. That's why, if that's your argument, the reason why, if you want to say that's why it's died down, look, if the Lakers ever met
down too,
in the finals, you don't think there's going to be that heated passion all over again? Come on.
That's what I'm saying. It's died down because the Celtics and the Lakers haven't had the teams like they did back in the 80s where they were in the championship games all the time against each other.
And truthfully speaking, there are no real rivalries anymore because the game of basketball isn't the same as Gonzo just pointed out. It's not the same as it was back in the day where you didn't have the super teams. I mean, I'm not saying that there weren't super teams, but you had more equally balanced type teams getting there. Nowadays, it's all about, hey, you want to come play with me? Okay, come join me over here. Hey, you want to come play with me? Come join me over here. It's that mentality.
It's gotten soft.
Right or wrong?
It's soft, and it's gotten soft.
It is. It's soft. It's almost like the players are drafting their own teams, rather than going through the draft. It's like they're redrafting these teams throughout the season.
And I was,
or it's more player recruitment.
And I was thinking last night, okay? I was thinking last night because remember on Scripted we were talking about underrated players, and a player that you didn't mention, I didn't mention, or my dad didn't mention, and he should have got mentioned. Charles Barkley.
Oh, the ground mounder rebound.
Charles Barkley don't get the respect that he should get because he never got that championship. But that dude, he was a problem.
I gotta say this.
Problem.
Hey, I gotta ask you this because I know I've seen it. Because I know since we're talking Barkley, I'm gonna ask you because I think this ties in perfectly with what you're saying. Have you seen the commercial where young Charles is talking to present day Charles, and at the end of it, he goes, "Hey, how many championships do we get?" And Charles is like,
"Don't tell me, I won't be surprised." Don't tell me, I won't be surprised.
Like, "Oh, you won't be.
You'll be surprised." Yeah, I love that. I love that commercial.
But at the end of the day, though, does that not kind of speak to what we're talking about when it comes to respect and things like that? Why has he not gotten it? So just to kind of remember.
Dude, he was a problem. He was a big problem.
Yeah. And it's not like he had bad teams. With him and Kevin Johnson and company out there in Phoenix, they had some good squads. Yeah. They just didn't have enough. His best chance at a ring was when he had the Rockets down 3-1. That was his best chance, and he couldn't secure it.
And see, that's what goes into my argument when everybody wants to say LeBron's the GOAT. And to me, here's the difference. When Jordan was winning championships, he was keeping stars and great players from getting championships. In the LeBron area, everybody's winning championships.
And also, when Bron was winning championships, he wasn't going 5 for 15.
You mean Jordan?
Well, I meant Jordan. Yeah, I'm sorry if I said Bron. I apologize. I mean, no, but seriously, even if you want to bring back, the time when he came out of retirement at the age of 40 because the Wizards weren't playing well, and he wanted to give them a spark of energy, and he came back. Even when he came back at 40, he was still shooting 50% or better from the field.
Yeah.
And that's the problem that I have with Bron is I just feel like, yes, he has a lot of points. Yes, he's a scoring leader. But he's played for a hell of a lot of years, too. How many years do you think Jordan really played? It wasn't many. It wasn't nearly as many as what Bron.
I hate to say it. I hate to say it because I was a Pacer fan. He kept Reggie from having a chance to win titles. But I think if he wouldn't have left and took the 2 years off and went and played baseball,
he'd have 8.
They'd won 8 in a row.
Well, no, I don't want to say that. Hold on, I don't want to say that. What I do want to know, and I'm going to tell you why.
I think there's a good chance.
What I'm saying, no, hold on. Let me just say this real quick. That Houston Rockets team for those two,
they were good.
Hold on. Let me say one. Because I'm going to read. I just want to. It's the way we say it. Those two teams were incredible, bro. Like those two teams were just incredible. So what I want to say is this: if we're going to say it, let's say it like this, and I can get on board with this. What I would say is this. If Jordan hadn't taken those 2 years off, it's a high probability that he gets 8. There's no guarantee he gets 8 because you don't know what that Rocket is.
I thought there was a chance.
Or even if you want to say it's a good chance. It's a good chance
Yeah, it's a
I
chance.
think, and I think 7. I think he gets 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way: he you know, he still would. That team. I would give them 80%. I'll even go as far as to say they got 80% chance to take
Dude,
those
and
two. Those
I would have
two. You know
loved
what I'm saying?
I would have loved to seen him and that Houston team go at it. That'd have been awesome.
Oh, bro, you and me both. You don't know how bad I would have loved to. Because look, what is the old adage? If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. And I think we did not. We beat the best that was available at the time.
Yeah.
Well, we did not beat the absolute best. The absolute best would have been Jordan staying back and not going and playing baseball, letting us get a win or two maybe off of him. Then we could have said, yeah, we're unequivocally the best. And I really hate Jordan for going and playing baseball during that time period. Yes, I do love being a champion, but also I would have loved even more to shut up all the naysayers about that, right?
Yeah. And just as a fan of sports, it's just been awesome to watch.
Oh, bro. Again, I don't care. Look, Gonzo, I don't care what anybody will ever tell you. Basketball in the NBA Finals has never, ever, 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 ever been like the finals that was back in the Jordan era, even in the Kobe Shaq era. I'll even go back to the Kobe, because in the Kobe Shaq era, it was good too as well, right? When Kobe and Shaq were going at it.
But look at it this way: not even just the finals. Look at the Eastern Conference and Western Conference finals back in the 90s and stuff.
Absolutely.
I mean, think about when you used to have the Pacers and the Knicks series. I mean, them were must-watch series.
It's just, you know, but you know what it is, Gonzo? It's the feeling. It's the feeling of going into those finals when Jordan was playing during those 6 championships. You just knew automatically. Everybody knew automatically that Jordan was going to walk away with the championship. You just knew that automatically. Even the players, there was a certain level of fear that teams went in when they went and played Jordan. And I will tell you, when Jordan hit that game-winning shot against the Utah Jazz, I want to say I think it was game 7. There was a very, very distinct moment where people were gasping. But I will tell you,
it wasn't a game 7 because they never went. He never went to a game 7 in the finals. I think it might have been game 6.
I'm just saying, look,
no,
people. What I want to say is like take Golden State's years of championships. They're good. Don't get me wrong, but people, the level of fear was not there against Golden State like it was against the Bulls.
No.
The level of fear was never there for any one of bronze championships, any of them. Like it was there. I will say the closest that I've ever seen to that level of fear that teams played against Jordan was during the Kobe Shaq, and even it kind of died down a little bit, but not much with the Kobe and Pau Gasol and Lamar Odom led team. Those championships, that was another fearful. But that Kobe Shaq was probably the closest to the level of fear that people had when they were playing against Jordan.
And real quick,
but LeBron's never been feared. LeBron has never truly been feared like that.
No. Real quick, Milwaukee's up 107-99 with 5 minutes and 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and the Warriors are up 87-81 with 2 minutes and 52 seconds left in the third quarter.
Wow, I would love to see Sacramento get this damn win.
But
I don't think it's going to happen. I would love to see them get it.
We've talked about basketball. There's a couple other things I wanted to talk about before we got off here. So let's move over to baseball for a minute. Then we're going to talk some NFL. But my Cincinnati Reds. Hold
on. Oh, 2 seconds. Hey, we got to get. You got to get. Look, you need to give them their props. That was, bro. They swept.
I was going to
Rangers.
I was going to, and you stopped me. They were on a 7-game losing streak, and they just swept the Rangers with the walk-off home run today by Nick Senzel, which was I'm glad he's back. He's been injured, but dude, when he's healthy, he can really hit the ball. But the Reds are now have won 2 1-run games in a row. They were 1-7 in 1-run games. Now and they're like 9-15, 9-16. Just think if they'd have won 4 of them 1-run games, you're above 500. So I mean uh, they're playing a lot better than they did last year. I like the young pitching. But no, I like our young pitching, and I'll tell you what, we have a guy we have a guy. I don't know if you know this name, Jay, but he's in the Rookie of the Year conversation. He's our third baseman, Spencer Steer. He has the best
Okay.
he has the best the highest batting average for rookie. Has the best chase percentage in baseball. He don't chase pitches out of the strike zone. Right now he has
That's
the best.
good.
Right now he
Yeah.
has the best chase percentage in baseball. He's a rookie. He's hitting over 300. Uh, right now he's in the Rookie of the Year conversation. He's been a standout for us at third. When Steer gets going and India hits the ball, we score runs. And Jonathan India, which I told you, player to watch out for. Remember earlier in the year, it might have been on the baseball show, but dude, he's playing like he did his rookie year. Last year, his sophomore year, he fell back. Some he was battling injury all year. This year, he's healthy and he's playing well. And he's playing like he did in his rookie year. And we got 3 good young starting pitching. If our relief pitching can just come together, we'll be a competitive team. They don't give up. I mean, hell, they were down 5-0 yesterday. I got mad because Texas was just pounding the damn ball, so I turned it to the basketball game. And then the next thing I know, you're calling me, telling me that they're up, and my dad looks at his phone because I'm taking more. He goes, "We just won." I'm like, "Hell yeah!" But
Yeah. Hey, literally, I didn't mean to call you so late, but I was like, you know what?
no, dude, I'm usually up till.
Bro, well, that's what I said to myself. I said, Jay, typically I would never call somebody that late, but I knew that you kind of were a night owl. I said, you know what? I'm calling Gonzo. This is just stupid.
At
That's
that
what I said. I said, Gonzo, your boys won.
yeah, at that time I was actually giving my dad a ride to work.
Hey, you know what? I bet it made your dad a happy night at work too after that.
Oh yeah, well, because the Reds was one of the picks he gave out in the sports betting show.
Yeah. So he's walking around Walmart saying, "Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby." Now, Gonzo, what I need to have happen is, and I don't know if this is gonna happen, but what I need to have happen, I need the Yankees to pick up where you left off and win about 2 more games. Because right now the Astros are half a game out. We won tonight. We won the series against Tampa Bay 2-1, and now we're only a half a game back of the Rangers. They're 14-10. We're 14-11. So yeah, I really, really need them to win. And of course, I need the Astros to continue winning as well. And I think finally the Astros can get back to first place, which I said before. We started last year at last. By the way, the guy I was telling you about, Gonzo, Hunter Brown, he's 3-0 now in his first, I guess, start of the season. He's 3-0 with an ERA of under 3. I'm telling you, this guy is going to be sensational. Sensational.
Yeah, I think he's going to be good. John Suggs says, has Madison Bumgarner pitched his last game? He was released today. His ERA has become 10.26. I think he might get picked up by somebody that maybe wants to try to use him as maybe a relief pitcher or something.
That's what I'm about to say. Is it too late for him? Can we not look? When John Smoltz started to decline, they took him out of the starting rotation, and he excelled as a closer.
That's what I'm saying. He might find I think he'll find a place somewhere as maybe a relief pitcher, closer, or a setup man, something like that. So I still think he has something left. I just think maybe. His arm has gotten to the point where he can't go 4, 5, 6 innings anymore. Maybe he needs to be a 1, 2, maybe 3 max inning pitcher, and there's nothing wrong with that. We've seen guys go on, like you said, Smoltz, other guys be real successful as relievers after being starters. I mean, you get older, some players can stay in the starting rotation longer, like Verlander and some of these other guys that are close to 40. But then other guys, it's your arm don't have as many throws in it, and it's time for you to go to the relief pitching. And there's nothing wrong with that. So I don't know. I don't think we've seen.
That's how you extend your career.
Yeah, I don't
That's how
think he
you
pitched the
extend it.
last
If you
game,
want to play,
but he
if you
might.
want to play those latter years, then you only need to be a closer. Just pitch 1 inning,
Yeah,
maybe 2 innings at best, you know,
yeah.
and maximize that.
And I don't think he pitched his last game. I think he might have pitched his last game as a starter, maybe. But
I agree with you.
I don't think
Totally
he's
agree.
pitched his last game.
Hey, speaking of Verlander, though, I know he's getting ready to do his one rehab start, and then he'll actually make his debut for the Mets.
Oh,
I think he makes his debut for the Mets probably next week.
yeah.
I would say
And that,
next week or the week after, but I think he's very, very extremely close to debuting for the Mets.
and that's something I didn't mention is that the Reds are getting ready to get Joey Votto back. He's been doing
Oh,
some.
really?
Yeah, he's been doing some assignments in the minor league, and he's close to being healthy and returning. So that'll even help the Reds more.
Hey, let me ask you. It's still in the line of baseball. You obviously know Trevor Bauer is playing over in Japan right now.
I think he should be playing somewhere in Major League
Hey, what
Baseball.
I'm saying is, I think he's good right now playing in Japan. I think he's good playing in Japan because number one, is getting him back into the game of baseball. I think right now he's just working on trying to get his pitch count back to Major League Baseball worthiness. But I'm going to go out on a limb on this, Gonzo. I'm going to go out on a limb, and I'm going to say next season, I think we see Trevor Bauer back in the league. I don't know what team specifically, but I think next year, if he continues to have a good, debut season in Japan, I would not be surprised next year he's not playing for a Major League Baseball team.
Oh, I think he will. And I'll be honest with you. I hope the Reds sign him. Bring him in with the young pitchers we have. That would solidify our starting rotation. Give maybe another reliever, and then with the young prospects we got, Dele Cruz, a shortstop who's like the number 2 prospect in baseball, is getting ready to come up. So I mean, man, yeah, if you could grab a guy like Bauer, who was with the Reds before and was loved in the Reds locker room there,
that would be a great homecoming.
Other places I know, like with the Dodgers and stuff, it didn't work out. But when he was with the Reds, everything you ever heard was good.
The only reason it didn't work out with the Dodgers,
and he had a
trouble.
Yeah, and he had a Cy Young
pitching. I'll tell you that.
And he won a Cy Young award when he was with the Reds that season. So I mean,
that's my point. I think it would be a great homecoming if anything could get him back acclimated. And Cincinnati by the time that, I mean, who knows?
Bruce.
He say Jay Bruce jersey again.
I have a Jay Bruce jersey.
Hey, seriously though, Gonzo, let me ask you this.
I'm wearing my little warm up.
Hey, you better be wearing something. Hey, you better be wearing something with the Reds on it. Damn, after what they've done. Well, I know it's hard to see your feet because it's a subdued C, so my eyes ain't that great.
Yeah.
but no, oh, there you go. See that? Oh, I like that. That's dope. Oh no, take that off. But I was, you know what that is? No, Gonzo, you wear that hat on 2 occasions. No, 3. You wear that hat on 3 occasions. A, number 1 on the golf course. B, number 2 at the beach when you're drinking Coronas because you don't want to get the sunburn. Or number 3, which is my most favorite, is when you're having sex.
Well, I got 4 because I wear it when I go to a Reds game. That's the hat I wear. Especially it
would look totally better if you had a longer beard, though.
Yeah, I'm thinking about letting it grow back out. But
but hey, first of all, again, man, massive congratulations to the Reds. And I say that just because, bro, the Rangers they're no soft team. And you guys came out and swept. You guys came out and swept them, man. That's nothing to take lightly. I think your team is in the right direction. I just think with the Reds, the biggest thing for you guys now is to build on the core that you have and not trade it away. Just keep adding pieces, where you need to add them, and stop subtracting. You know what I'm saying? And if build up that farm. If the Reds can continue to build up that farm system and develop that young talent, I think you guys will be back in it. Honestly, I really do.
John Suggs asked, which team has surprised you the most? Orioles, Oakland, Pirates, Arizona.
Arizona. I'm gonna yell that out. Arizona. I don't know. Actually, Gonzo.
I'm gonna go with the Pittsburgh. I'm going with the Pittsburgh Pirates.
I was gonna say that. I'm kind of tied. I'm tied between the Pirates and Arizona,
and they're in my division. They're in the Reds division. So I hate to say that, but the Pirates look like a totally different team. They don't look like the same old Pirates right now.
Yes. I only say Arizona because I feel like Arizona is an extremely young team.
Yeah, Arizona. I like Arizona.
I think there's a lack of experience, and yet they're in first place, and they have a lack of experience. Is why I put them there. But again, Pirates. Oh my God!
I go Arizona and Pirates, and like John said, Oakland has fell off hard from last year. Yeah, they have not looked good at all.
How far did Oakland A's really have to fall? It's hard to fall when you're already at.
But they've only won like 3 games. They've gotten off to the start like the Reds did last year.
No, they're lucky they won 3. Dude, look, they ain't got shit.
I know that. But...
Seriously. They don't even have a Ricky Vaughn. They got a Ricky Nobody.
Wild thing.
I think I love you.
Dude, how many times? Hey, honestly, how many times have you watched that movie?
Bro, I've watched that movie a lot. A lot. Honestly, a lot. And you know why? Because it's just so I love the manager Lou. Oh, you lollygag to the left. You lollygag to the right. You're just a bunch of lollygags.
Well, like what he says, I'm tired of the excuses. It's a knee thing, or it's a head thing, or it's a heart attack.
But I don't care. The best part about that damn show is Serrano and Joe Boo. And when the Christian dude, I forget his name, but when the Christian dude comes over there and drinks Joe Boo's rum.
Hey, but I love in Major League 2 when Tanaka comes and he's telling me don't have no
man, Tanaka. Oh hell yeah.
You have
it's hard not to like Major League. Major League, I don't give a damp. Major League is probably one of my best shows ever.
On the TV thing I use, it has this 24/7 channels, and it has 24/7 Major League, and I can click on it, and it just plays all the Major League movies. So I can watch it anytime I want. So I just click it on there. Sometimes it'll be on Major League, sometimes it'll be Major League 2, sometimes it's the
but it's such a good comedic show, dude. It's stupid. Willie Mays Hayes. when they put that dude out, when that dude sat went to bed, he woke up the next day out in front of the field.
He wasn't supposed to be there. Yeah, because he wasn't supposed to be there, and they put him outside. Big ball.
No, but you know what? In all honesty, though, man, the Reds are looking good. Arizona, you know who's not looking good? The Dodgers. You know who else is not?
Oh, Miami's has made a comeback. They're only down 2 with 27 seconds left.
You know who else is not looking good? The Padres.
No, man, and it's crazy because on paper you look at them and you think they'd be top of the league.
Do you hear what I'm saying to you? On paper, they look freaking amazing.
Yes.
But for some reason, it has not translated to the field.
No.
Oh, by the way, I did want to point out that the Astros beat the Tampa Bay Devil Rays 2 games in a row with no Alvarez. Okay, I'm off that soapbox.
All right. Before we move on to the next topic here, please hit that subscribe button on YouTube at Gonzo'S Sports Room and Unscripted. Is it Unscripted Sports on YouTube or just Unscripted?
Unscripted Sports, yes, on YouTube and TikTok, same thing.
Yep. YouTube and TikTok. Unscripted Guys on Twitter. On Gonzo Sports Room, it's Gonzo Sports Room for all social media. Getting ready to start a TikTok, so be on the lookout for that. And don't forget, tomorrow night, big draft night show. We'll be giving out predictions, live reactions to the picks. So join us. We're going to start at 7:30. Draft starts at 8. YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter at Gonzo Sports Room and at Unscripted. And you can also find it on the ASAP Sports Network as well.
Okay. I just want to caveat. So when we go on at 7, the draft is at 8. We're going to start at 7:30. So that 30 minutes before the draft, we're going to try to predict as best we can what we think is going to happen in that first 10 picks. We're going to really analyze just the top 10, maybe throw in 15 and 26. That's where Frankie and my teams kind of fall in. But we're really going to try to narrow it down to that top 10, because I think that's where most of the activity that's going to surprise people at. So really tune in for that 7:30 part, because we're going to kind of narrow down that first top 10 picks before the draft even starts. Nobody care about the damn socks.
Well, the Royals become good again. They won, then all of a sudden they blew everything up. Yeah, I don't understand that.
No, I don't.
Make no
Will they become good again? I think at some point, but I think the Royals are going to go through a period.
I think they're at least 3-4 years away.
Hey, just the fact that they won a World Series is pretty damn crazy. I didn't even have. So yeah, with the Royals, you're going to be.
Before we get out of here, let's talk a little NFL, because we do have the NFL draft coming up tomorrow. You did have a couple big things come out today. The Commanders are not going to pick up Chase Young's fifth-year option. I thought that was interesting. And then also Aaron Rodgers had his official press conference with the Jets, and I thought he was real good in that press conference. Came out with it, looked like he kind of looked like he had a weight lifted off his shoulder a little bit. He looked happy, kind of, you know what I mean? You know what they say, Gonzo. Sometimes a change of scenery can change your perspective. But I want to go back. I don't want to gloss over Chase Young real quick. I wanted to talk about Chase Young. I was just kind of leading into that as well. But yeah, with the Chase Young thing, don't you find that kind of interesting? Because now, I mean, now you're taking a chance you could lose him in free agency. I know he has injury issues, but when he's on the field, he's a game changer.
He is. So the deal with the Commanders is not just Chase Young that they're flirting with. It's also Montez Sweat. Both of their edge rushers are out there, or will be out there next year, and after the 23 season is over with. Both of those guys will be dangling out there in free agency. That's a big thing to put out in free agency. Both of your edge rushers out there in free agency. Now, here's a deal. Quote unquote from Ron Rivera, when asked about that situation specifically with Young, I think they're still going to try to re-sign Sweat. However, I don't know if they're going to try to restructure him or what. I think they're going to try to sign back Sweat. But when it comes to Chase Young specifically, I see Gonzo hold back the emotion. When it comes to Chase Young specifically,
the Heat just hit a 3-pointer with 6 seconds left to make it a 117-116 game. So Milwaukee's up with 6 seconds left by 1 and has the ball. So there's still a chance Miami could.
Come on, Miami. Come on, Miami.
Milwaukee hits both these free throws. Then, wait a minute. Who'd that ball go out of bounds on? It might be Heat ball. So yeah, the Heat might have a chance to win. I don't have the sound on, so I'm not sure whose ball it is. But yeah, that game. And then the Warriors are up by 10. So
yeah, Yeah. Real quick, Chase Young situation. What Ron Rivera is saying, or what his hopes is.
My picks are 5-2 so far tonight. If the Warriors win, I'll be 6.
Well, if you don't shut up, you're about to be 5-6. Shut up.
Come on, bring it.
I'm too old for that shit. No, hold up. Hey, with Chase. And also, let's be honest. You took those big slaps to the chest. You took those big slaps. I don't think I could do that. You might whoop my exactly. I never mess with the man with the cane, especially when it's made out of metal, because those things don't break. But you know what does? My kneecap.
This is just aluminum, so it'd be all right. It wouldn't hurt too bad. But I got a wooden
I
one
don't
that would
know,
probably
man. My
hurt a little
kneecaps.
worse.
Hey, listen. My kneecaps are pretty brittle. Hold on a minute, though. With Chase Young, what the Commanders are doing, and I don't know if maybe it's smart, maybe it's not smart to dangle him out there like a carrot. But what they're doing is they're banking. He's going to play 2023. They want to see if this dude has a breakout season or if he gets back to where he was before. And then what they're planning on doing is basically giving him another contract based off of next season. So what they did was they declined the option.
Yeah, it's going to be more.
They said, "No, Chase, if you want to play with us beyond 23, you need to have a stellar season. And if you have a stellar season, then we will give you a contract and we'll bring you back." So basically, it's a wait and see with Chase Young, and they're gambling with him. Montez Sweat, they're going to try to bring him back though. But at the end of the day, who gives a damn? It's the Commanders, and they suck.
I'll tell you what, if he ends up with the 49ers, that makes that defense that's already nasty even more nastier.
But again, though, Young has to stay healthy. He's had a history with those knee issues.
So I think from what I see on this replay, I think it's going to be Bucks ball with 6 seconds left up by 1. So they're going to have to foul him. They're going to shoot 2-3 throws, and then Miami's going to get a last-second shot.
That's on NBA TV, right? That's not even on regular. That's like on NBA TV, correct?
Yes.
That's why I told Melanie we're getting the fire stick when we move to Houston.
I was going to say, real soon you won't have to worry about that no more, Jay.
Bro, I already told him. You know what I told him? Hey, no, seriously, I'm canceling my Xfinity when I leave here. I told her when we get to Houston, we're gonna get AT&T internet because that's what Grand Ranch has is AT&T. I said we're gonna get AT&T internet. We're taking our asses down to Best Buy, getting a Fire Stick. We're gonna call Gonzo, and he's gonna teach us how to use that shit. So you're on standby for tech services.
Okay. But what do you think about Aaron Rodgers' press conference?
Yeah, I didn't see it, so I can't comment. What I think about Aaron Rodgers, though, it doesn't matter about the press conference. Who gives a fuck? Here's what I think. Overall, this is what I think. He's going to make
the Jets better. He's going to make the Jets better.
Yes, but here's what I ultimately think. I think the Jets are going to get 2 years' worth out of Aaron. I don't know that Aaron goes beyond the age of 41. He may go, but I doubt it. I think the Jets have a 2-year window with Aaron Rodgers. And I think when it comes to Aaron Rodgers, I think the Jets are going to – this draft, Gonzo, is pivotal. They've got to draft offensive tackle at 15. If they don't draft offensive tackle at 15, they're complete and total morons.
I think they're going to take an offensive tackle at 15, and they're probably going to take a receiver in the second round. Or the third
and
round.
I'm good with the receiver in the second round, but it's got to go offensive tackle.
I think the receiver would be third round because they gave up their second round pick.
I don't think they're going to get a receiver worth a damn. You know what could possibly happen? You know what could possibly happen is maybe they trade for D-Hop. Maybe they transfer. I think the 2024 they gave a second round becomes a first. If there's any way that they can trade for D-Hop some kind of way and get D-Hop over with Aaron.
I'm seeing some rumors. I'm seeing some rumors that D-Hop's going to Baltimore with Lamar Jackson and OBJ. That wouldn't be a bad move for Baltimore if you can get Lamar Jackson to stay. If you can bring in Hopkins, and then you got OBJ because OBJ is not a number one. Hopkins could.
Who's the running back over there in Baltimore?
I think it's still Dobbins, isn't it? And it's still J.K.
Yeah,
Dobbins.
I think you're right. I think J.K.
He's good.
I think J.K. Dobbins is their running back. You're right.
When he's healthy, he's good. But the problem is he can't stay. He has trouble being healthy, being available.
What if? And I'm just spitballing here.
Think about this. If you add Hopkins, and then you add and you already have Andrews at tight end. You have OBJ at one receiver. The number one receiver last year was that Hargraves or whatever, wasn't it?
Yeah,
or something like that. He kept getting.
Hold on, Gonzo. Hold on. Let's take a step back. I'm just spitballing, but just stay with me. They trade for Hopkins. They bring Hopkins over. They got Hopkins, OBJ, Mark Andrews. Then they trade J.K. Dobbins and another pick for either one or two running backs, either Henry or Austin Eckler.
Yeah, you could do that too.
Could you imagine a team that let's say Eckler, I think Eckler would be the better running back. What if you had Eckler?
Hey, real quick, Miami's down 2 with 2 seconds left, and they're getting ready to inbound the ball. So they'll have a chance to take a 3 to win the game and close out the series.
And Golden State is 107-103 with 6:35 left to go.
Yeah, that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. But this one here, if Miami can hit a three here, we're going for 2.
Could you imagine
Jimmy Butler puts it in a 2-pointer to tie the game up. We're going to overtime.
And the sons of bitches are on a channel I can't get. I hate you.
Overtime.
I hate you. I hate you. Xfinity, I hate you.
I can't believe you don't get NBA TV.
Hey, look, let me ask you this. Hold on. I'm going to ask a question. Look, can anybody please, Glenn, John, anybody that's viewing in the comment section, can you please tell me or explain to me how I pay $175 for Xfinity internet and I can't get NBA TV?
You should get NBA TV. That's bullcrap.
No, I know what the hell I should get. I need somebody to tell me why I'm not getting it.
You got to pay for the sports package, and they fuck it. Fuck, I used to pay about.
Also, I'm paying.
Wait a minute. That's what I'm saying. I used to pay 170, like 175, and I got NBA TV. Are you sure you don't get it?
Oh no, I tried. I searched it. It told me because when I hit Milwaukee Bucks in my search, it tells me I got to subscribe.
You don't get like MLB TV either?
No.
You get the NFL Network?
No. God, I feel so bad. You're making me, but you know what? You know what though, Gonzo? In a few months, I will, you son of a bitch, because I'm getting the fucking Fire Stick, and you're gonna tell me how to start that shit because I am Fire Stick illiterate. What a time to be alive, man. Honestly, what a time to be alive, man. Damn.
Well, Jay, you got any
My final thoughts are Xfinity. My final thoughts are Xfinity. I have not cursed all show. You can go fuck yourselves in your $172 because it will be done in May.
Yeah, Glenn. Now, I just got rid of the cable and stuff, and it went down to like $80 a month for just for the Xfinity internet. But before, when I was paying for cable as well, I was paying close to $200 a month. I was like, fuck that. So now I got the internet, and I don't get the cable. That's about $80 a month, which I still think is ridiculous for just internet. But they have the best internet. I mean,
but I want to understand this. So when I get rid of cable and I've got AT&T internet, I go buy the Fire Stick at Best Buy. When I install the Fire Stick, will I have access to everything I need?
What do you mean?
Well, for example, local channels, right? Number one.
Oh, yeah. But we'll talk about that after we.
Yeah. No, we're good. I'm sorry. I'm way ahead. At the end of the day, folks, my final thoughts are simply two things, just two. Number one, Xfinity, you suck ass. Number two, Xfinity, when I call you for troubleshooting and I get Ahmed, who goes by the name of Mark in India, Mark, you suck because I can't understand a damn word that comes out of your mouth when I'm trying to troubleshoot. And number three, don't forget draft tomorrow, 7:30. Be there.
The Heat have took the lead in overtime. No, appreciate everybody watching tonight. Don't also join us tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern for the Around the Bases, our baseball show. Join us for that tomorrow morning. Like Jay said, or then at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, join me for Easy Money, a sports betting show. My picks are 234 and 197 on the year. Actually, they're a little bit better than that now because I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm 5-2 so far, and if the Warriors win, I'll be 6-2 on the night. So having another
Don't forget the 9
good
a.m.
night.
baseball show too.
Yeah, been on a hot streak. So join us for that NFL draft show, 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Baseball show 9 a.m. Eastern. So another busy day tomorrow. Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube at Gonzo Sports Room. Like and follow on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, all at Gonzo Sports Room as well. Also, Unscripted Sports at YouTube and Unscripted Guys on Twitter. Unscripted Sports on TikTok as well. So go make sure you check out Unscripted live every Tuesday and Thursday, 7 o'clock. But we appreciate everybody joining us. This has been GSR Gonzo Sports Room. We'll be back Friday night, 11 p.m. Eastern. Hope everybody has a good night. Enjoy these NBA games. You got one in overtime and another real close game in the fourth quarter. So there's been some good games on tonight. I'm sure there's some good hockey games on because the NHL playoffs have been killer as well. But enjoy all the sports. We'll see you guys on Friday night. Have a good night.
Hold on. Real quick. Oh, damn. Before you hit the button, I wonder how many people had the Bruins and Panthers going as far as it has. John, in a simple word, before he hits that we're out button, I can guarantee you who didn't. Frankie Cruz Jr. Good night.